You can be 100% hardworking, dedicated and committed, and still be unsuccessful. Because the major difference between successful and unsuccessful people is just their level of attention and the percentage of success that you record in any act or endeavor is directly related to your level of attention to that act. Not only that, to your personal self, the understanding you have of yourself is directly related to the level of attention you pay to yourself. It's not a problem that is just affecting few people. It is a universal problem that majority number of people are suffering from distraction. According to recent studies, it is discovered that the average attention span of woman is just 8.25 seconds, which means we can only concentrate on a particular thing for just 8.25 seconds. That is not up to goldfish attention span, because goldfish can concentrate on something up to 9 seconds. That is to tell you that at every 8.25 seconds, your mind goes off to another thing without your consciousness. That means you lose your mind at every 8.25 seconds. Imagine what is happening in such mind. Imagine what is happening in your body system when at every 8.25 seconds, your mind moves from whatever you are doing. You cannot concentrate on something. Many of us, as you are listening to me now, you don't remember what I said just few seconds ago. Many of you are just looking at your phone now. Your mind is not here. Your mind is somewhere else. And it is not something that we are even concerned about, because we don't really see it as problem. We don't recognize it as problem. We don't know we are suffering from distraction. We don't know that we are not successful just because we are distracted, just because we cannot concentrate. Tí a bá ti lè pọkàn pọ̀ sójú kan tó jẹ́ pé a lè mú a lè pọkàn pọ̀ sórí nǹkan, kọ́kàn wọn máa lọ sọ́tún, kọ́kàn wọn máa lọ sósì, kò sí bá ṣe fẹ́ ní àṣeyege ọ̀ tá a ṣe fẹ́ ṣe àṣeyọrí nínú tá a bá ń ṣe. Babaláwo kan máa gba owó ẹ̀, pásítọ̀ kan máa gba owó ẹ̀, àfáà kan máa gba owó ẹ̀ lásán ni. Àìsùn ẹ̀ kò sí rocket science níbẹ̀, kò sí magic níbẹ̀ nínú àti ṣe àṣeyọrí. Tó o bá ti lè farabalẹ̀, tó o pọkàn pọ̀ sí nǹkan tó ń ṣe, kó Ọlọ́run gbọ́, ẹlẹ́dàá gbọ́. Gbogbo tí o bá ní tó lè papọ̀ sójú kan, tọ́kàn ò máa lọ sọ́tún tí kò máa lọ sósì, tó jẹ́ wípé ní tó bá fẹ́ lo 1 hour nídìí iṣẹ́, at least larger percentage of that 1 hour, mind ẹ, body ẹ, soul ẹ, ó wà níbẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ẹ, kò sí bí o ṣe ní ṣe àṣeyọrí. Àmọ́ yàtọ̀ sí iṣẹ́ gan, ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wa in tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní àgọ́ ara wa gan kò yé wa, àmọ́ inú ṣe jẹ́ pé ní ò jẹ́ ká mọ irú oúnjẹ tó yẹ ká jẹ. Kò sí bó ṣe fẹ́ pay attention sí body ẹ̀ kó má mọ oúnjẹ tó bá ẹ lára mu. Báwo lè ń ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tó máa lọ sọ́dọ̀ doctor, lọ́dọ̀ àwọn tó ń ṣe diet wípé okay, you want to go and ask what can you eat, what can benefit your body. If you can pay attention to your body, if you can pay attention to yourself sincerely, there is no way you will not know the best food for yourself. There is no way. it is lack of attention, it is distraction that is affecting us. And if we are able to see this as a problem, accept it as an addiction, because like every other addiction, our body has gotten used to distraction. That is what we've been practicing. If you are 30 years now, I can bet it with you, you've been practicing distraction for the last 27 years. So your body has seen it as a norm. It has become automatic, it has become software that has hardwired into your body system. So your brain has created a set of neural nets that are specifically for that, for you, for distraction. So because of that, it has become addiction. Anytime you want to force yourself to be attentive or to be focused like this, the body becomes so unsettled, because you have always been distracted. The body has gotten used to that specific chemical that are related to distraction. So anytime you want to be attentive, the brain has to produce a new set of chemical, which will later lead to release of a new set of emotion that will lead to new set of experience that will lead to new personality, because all this will lead to new reality, and your realities determine your personalities. If you are here, this will lead you to here. If you are here, it will lead you to that. So if you are attentive, there is a particular chemical in the brain that you will be producing. If you are attentive, there is a way your brain will respond to whatever you do. There is a particular part of brain called neocortex. That is the frontal lobe of our brain system. It's the larger part of all our brain system. We have the highest. If you compare us with other animals, with other creatures, we we current humans have the largest neocortex in the history, which make us which makes it possible for us to be able to be creative, to have our free will. But many of us don't have access to that part of our brain, because you can only access it when you can focus, when you are concentrated. If you can concentrate like this, you will be able to access that neocortex aspect of your brain, and you will not just be using your midbrain. That midbrain is subconscious. It's not the conscious part of your brain. Or you using the brain stem, which is primitive. That is why most time we are just reactive in nature. We are not logical. We don't do things logically. We are just reactive based on what other people are doing. Yes, nothing new. So if we can try as much as possible, from our leaders, from personal life, on our kids, because many of us, we don't know our kids. If we are attentive to them, there are a lot of things we will discover. Many of us, husbands, don't know their wife because they are not attentive. When we are speaking with each other in conversation, we are not attentive. We are thinking of what to say next when somebody else is speaking. And by so doing, we are missing a lot. That is the reason for all this misunderstanding up and down. When a politician emerges like this, instead of them to focus all their attention on development, they will focus all that attention on second term. If they are in second term, they will focus all that attention on another office. There is no attention, there is no focus on the work at hand. That is the only reason why we are not successful in this country, is the lack of attention. And if we can see it as an addiction, if we can address it as an addiction and increase that 8.25% of our attention span to something like 30 seconds or just 40 seconds or 1 hour, imagine what we can do with ourselves. This brain system we have, this brain is highly sophisticated mechanism that if we are able to study it well and we are able to use it very well, sincerely, we can do many things we cannot imagine now. I'm serious. Things we cannot imagine now that we can do, we can attain them easily if we can just be attentive. If we can just be attentive, if you are finding it difficult, because it is normal. Sometimes